Well, that's even better.
Okay,
Can't
so
work
this
in
is
these conditions.
this is like ASMR. So like I'm gonna like start. I'm gonna talk like this for like the whole show, so we could just like slow it down and
Hey, you too.
I'm gonna take a drink. Hold up.
Today we are.
You ever see those shows like Lil Yachty? They be like, yeah. So
We talking about I be watching this shit too. Ooh, they be real chill out. Like
yeah, they be like,
yeah. So we got J. Cole here. You know, we just chilling. Ain't no thing.
yeah, they like
What's
super.
poppin'?
They like super
They
relaxed.
they don't worry about anything.
Yeah,
They don't seem to be worried about literally anything at all.
They're like, yeah.
There's nothing to be worried about.
yeah.
So you know,
So
like, what is it like?
so
you know,
what's going on today?
working with Drake and
Yeah.
like Drake is amazing.
So like when you made
And,
that song, was you like excited to make it? Or
Did you give a blood sacrifice
Yeah,
for that child?
just how they
yeah,
was-
like I actually knew Drake for a long time, and
Yeah.
you know, he just overall a great guy.
That's dope.
Like, it's like like what makes him so chill?
I don't know. I think it's just money,
It's
man.
I think
That's just the sign of your bills being paid.
right.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. Them niggas be, especially on that particular podcast, they be like all the way laid back. Like y'all niggas is chilling. Y'all
Yeah.
niggas chilling good.
so yeah, man. So shout out to everybody, man, who's in the chat.
Right.
I want to tilt my mic like this for the show,
Yeah.
and so I could just
You feeling the handheld?
man who's in the chat.
All right. I got. Oh, if you wanted to throw some music on, we can do that real
no,
quick.
see, this is how you got to do it. Oh, I don't think so.
You got it. Yeah.
So what's going on in the news today?
There's a lot going on, man. But you know we gotta do the intro.
Oh, okay.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the
What's
intro.
that?
Let's do the intro one time.
I'm Captain Tazaya one.
As I war here, you know. He's right here.
It's Captain Ariel.
Yeah, we're very chilled out today.
It's Captain Ariel.
Oh shit.
We're keeping it laid back today.
Oh, okay.
Busting
Yeah.
bottles.
So it bus?
Nah.
Okay. So all right. So what's going on, Barack? Well, now let's go ahead and drop a bomb for Barack. Well, now please.
Damn
The
right,
sound
damn
was
right.
fine. See, like what we've been seeing is like a lot of podcasts. They I guess they on this ASMR.
Right.
What is ASMR?
Audio sensory
Mother rabbits.
something. But it's like it's a thing where people would feel soothed by sounds like
Right.
Yeah. Oh, Nisha. Okay,
whispers
shalom.
and chewing and like people somehow it soothes them hearing those different. It helps them fall asleep and stuff.
Yeah, because like I was like I was listening to this one girl. She was like doing this like,
Yo, yeah.
and I was like this.
That's what
I don't know what it was, but I just felt relaxed.
It'd be cracking me up because they be doing all type. They be eating on the joint.
Yeah.
And one thing I can't stand is people that smack. Like if you smack while you eat, like I'll be like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. And you just be like,
Mm.
and they be wanting to. They had that on a joint, and they'll go real close to it and be like, "I am now going to eat an apple."
Yeah.
And you be like, "Oh yeah."
Yo, but you know what? It's like that kind of stuff. Obviously, they're doing it to make, and they're making money off of it.
Yeah.
Like people that that kind of scoff at stuff like that are like the people that's not making no money off of it.
Right.
Because like the one chick, they'll be like, she be like this on TikTok.
Oh,
She be like, yes.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, ice cream.
Ooh, ice cream.
Good.
Donuts.
Yeah.
Donuts.
What do you say?
Donuts.
Yeah, donuts.
Yes.
Like yes.
And then she be like this. Then she go right back like this.
They said she made like $7,000 a day or something.
7K
So
a day.
It's like emojis that come up, and she responds
Oh,
according to the emoji.
Right,
Yes,
but guess how stupid it is? It's people
Just
sending money.
Yes.
It's money.
Every time she's saying yes, it's somebody sending her
Somebody
money.
send the yes because they like hearing the yes.
Yeah, or it's just I don't know why. I guess it's just people like to control you. I guess
Maybe we need
or
to-
it's like a challenge. It's like this motherfucker done sat here
right.
and stood up and did these things for hours and hours. That's crazy.
We need to have emojis that pop up. Y'all need to put emojis in the joint, and we're gonna make a sound to y'all emoji.
Right. Let me tell you something, man.
Yes.
She makes 7 G's a day.
Good night.
And then you ever see on TikTok where they have like the side by side,
Right.
and they like, come on, y'all, yeah, that's right, come on, y'all, come on, man, get it up there. All they doing is they just seeing who can get more money sent to them,
Right.
and can win the little battle. It's so ridiculous that. So wait a minute, let me just go ahead and segue. So I don't know, is it black people? A lot of black people on there, or is it just all different?
Here we go. What about black people?
Yeah, okay.
What about what's your broader search you about to make about black people?
Look, I'm only concerned with my people.
Okay, I get that, but you better say something crazy that's not true. Go ahead and say it. Black people are the only ones that do anything.
Okay, so I was gonna say that I don't think money is a problem for people.
For people?
Yeah,
that's
just
not true.
as much as everybody think it is.
Money
because
is definitely a problem.
People seem to have money. Like there's no lacking in anything.
Oh, okay. People do have a excess of money. As far like people have enough money, but that's not enough. That's not that much money. The individual person is only putting in a couple dollars.
So like what? Like
because she has her at least she has thousands of people watching the thing at once. Probably like 100,000 people watching it. So if she get every few person to put in a couple dollars, and she on there for 12 hours, then it adds up. But I think every individual, of course, you got enough money to eat, I guess, Lord willing. But I think most people, I wouldn't say that money is not a problem. Money is definitely a problem for many people.
You know what it seems like to me, as far as like, I mean, I guess you could see a little bit like as far as like money, not really like people not having a lot of money because of the Black Friday thing, where it wasn't a lot of people that went out for Black Friday.
What, this year? This year, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't go out. So the stores were empty.
It was well, stores been empty, but what about online? Like, what about that?
The cyber
what about the cyber stuff? I didn't expect nobody to be in stores anyway.
Yeah, because a lot of sales on Black Friday was like in-store sales, like. Yeah. But then they were finding out that a lot of these sales weren't. They really the prices were the same.
Yeah. But I think if it's a decline in the stores, it's probably because everything's online now.
Yeah,
but there wasn't numbers.
But like, okay,
it wasn't.
People still going Best Buy though, right?
No.
Yeah, but no, nobody went in Best Buy.
Best Buy shutting down stores.
Yeah.
But Best Buy's like shutting down.
I used to be big on. I used to go ahead and get that on TV.
Yeah, I mean, like
it's just on.
Yeah, but I mean, with so much stuff going on, I mean, you clearly see. I mean, they're acting like they're rolling back prices, but they're not rolling back those prices. Nah. They're not rolling those prices back because this nigga's running out the store with everything.
Right. Yeah.
So they're like, look, we gotta make our money back some kind of way.
Right.
Look, stealing is at all-time rise. A nigga stole my damn license plate.
Good night.
License plate.
Damn.
Niggas they stealing real specific things now.
Yeah, my license plate. I realized I'm one of this. Like, why? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm like one of the only ones that get stolen.
You getting targeted.
You do be getting stolen from a lot.
They like this dude got a camera up. You think I ain't gonna get this?
You do be getting stolen. I realize that.
Yeah, like do stole a package off my damn
off your steps.
Yeah, off my steps.
In front of the camera.
That might be a good. Y'all put it in the chat, man. If y'all think that'll be a good show, like I just want to. This is my idea for the show. I want to put a brick inside of a box, an Amazon box, and put it on my step and wait for somebody to steal it.
Yeah, see how many bricks you get stolen.
And then as soon as they run off with it, just come out with the camera like, hey, what you doing, man? What you doing? And then just watch them run up the street.
You be pointing on them like this. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Why you taking my box?
Yeah. That's your brick. And then, put it back down.
Right.
Yeah, so what we got from Yonkers, Parat is on. Let's just go ahead and drop some bombs real quick.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, so we got Just Starting Paint, ASMR in the building. That's what I'm doing right now. So we got Black Light chatting live from Cleveland, Ohio.
That's right.
We got Itara in the building.
That's right.
We got Mashimura Ayash, you know what I'm saying, checking in from the ISBK prison department.
That's right.
And we got Parat Design in the building too.
That's right.
Hey, look, we need to get some food down here at Parat Design. So, you know, we need your expertise on how we can get to the bag, literally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Who's that?
Parat Design. Parat Design got the bag. He got the bag. No, not the bag. The box.
The box.
Wait, balls.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so he got the food giveaways up there in New York.
Oh yeah.
Parat Design be doing that, hitting that up.
Yeah.
But let me see. Brutally Honest Radio.
I think they just make sandwiches. So
Who's Brutally Honest Radio?
Yeah.
All right,
If you're brutally honest,
Radio.
what you brutally honest about?
Master Bar crazy. Yeah. Pause that. So look, check it out. Okay, so what's been going on this week?
Man, you got. It's a couple things, man. I definitely want to get to your boy. How old is it? How old is too old to be starting beef in the streets?
I mean, it depends on what the beef is about.
Like walking out in your old neighborhood and saying, "What up, Doe?
Yeah, I mean, right, like
What up, Doe?
you know, like a
Don't throw no bottles."
like that whole thing with Hassan Campbell is like it like you know how like you hear like new lingo
Right.
that comes up every now and again, like troll.
Right,
That's like new lingo, like troll and all those different things like that. But when you hear like clout chaser, like at first for a while I was like, I understood like what people said, what it was,
Right.
like the younger generation who came up with it or whatever. But then it's like when you see somebody actually doing it, you like, that's what it is right there. It's like you just like I think that, you know, like views and likes and shares and all of that, and then the bag that you get from YouTube, that can make a person addicted to the
Clout.
the clout that comes from it. So, I mean, literally this man, I mean, this is what actually happened in reality. This man went out there and begged for somebody to come shoot him. And he got what he wanted.
He definitely got
But that wasn't even the crazy part. The crazy part was that people was in the comments feeling sympathetic. As if somebody shot him for a reason. You know what I mean? Like somebody, like, no, as if somebody shot him for no reason.
Right.
Like, you know how like it like, oh man, prayers go up, you know, like if somebody was to shoot somebody and then you say, hey man, prayers going up, man, for you, man.
Right.
I pray the Lord give you a speedy recovery on this.
They wasn't looking for it. They wasn't trying to.
I was watching the video. We know that. I mean, but what caused him to go to his old neighborhood and
Because
Scream,
like what I said before, clout chasing.
Yeah, I think he just.
Why do you go to the, you know, like, okay, like one thing I know, right? I'm not that old, but what I do know is that the neighborhood flipped than, you know, from the time I was there. Right, it's a lot of different people. And I'm like, oh man, what's going on? Then all the little young niggas back up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All the young
No,
niggas.
man, that's you.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you go, then the young niggas will back up like, oh,
Right,
okay,
right.
we ain't know, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, you obviously you certified because our OG messing with
He
you.
knows who you
Right.
are, right.
You know what I'm saying? But damn, now if I got an issue with something that's going on in my life, I'm not gonna go up to the same block and go yelling at those young niggas.
Right.
They don't know who the hell I am.
Oh shit.
Damn.
That's not a good idea to do.
Yeah, so they don't know nothing about what you're talking about. But what they do know is that you're not gonna disrespect us.
Right.
Like the same stuff that like I think that's where a lot of like old niggas get it messed up. Like they be thinking like young niggas don't have the same thing that you had in you when you was young. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you better watch it because you get shot a lot quicker now. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care about, you know, the wars you've been in your neighborhood or, you know, the name that you have. Man, you'll get smoked by a 15-year-old.
They fought some wars too. Shit. Smoking.
He coming up with the hammer and he'll just smoke you, and he won't care that you got cousins over here and niggas over there and all that. He's gonna smoke you.
You so respected.
He on some Drago shit. If he dies, he dies.
You don't care about all your street credibility.
No
respect.
No, and guess what? He's 15. He gonna get a program. He gonna go to Glen Mills. He gonna go to Glen.
Damn.
He gonna go to Glen Mills and be out at 18.
Shouts out to Glen Mills.
He gonna be out.
Yeah, he gonna be out at 18, 21 years old. Still good. And it's under his belt. And he a lot crazier now because he know what it's like to kill somebody.
Right.
He been in jail for a few.
Yeah.
I know a couple brothers from Glen Mills. It's funny. A couple of homies from Glen Mills.
Yeah. Right. You said they fell on his ass. He literally asked for it. That's right,
Yeah, they did.
because you know, like, come on, man. You go out there to the hood and you beg for niggas to come shoot you. You got a death wish.
You damn right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, how old is too old to be doing something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like I
don't think that's got an age limit. That was just dumb regardless.
It was retarded.
I wouldn't even excuse that with age. It was like he mad at somebody because he mad at the neighborhood because of one guy did to him or one group did to him. It's not they don't even know who the fuck African Bambaataa even is.
Right. Like like he's literally part of the goofy
and
gang.
He's stuck in the damn past. You ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Right.
It don't matter what happens. He's gonna talk about him getting molested.
Right.
Anything that happened in the news, he's gonna talk about somehow is gonna go back around to you being molested. Like that.
Right.
That nigga. I think it's past clout chase with him. I think he just literally mentally jammed up because of what happened to him, and he's he's holding on to it in a way that's just very unhealthy.
Okay, so they said there's no sound.
At all.
Okay, no volume when camera is on Cap and REI.
What?
So my mic is off.
Then he says, maybe my end. He said, okay, working now, maybe my end. Okay, what's going on with REI, man?
Bro?
Damn.
Who else is saying something?
Ricard said that
is he the only person that said it sounds messed up?
He said it works now.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know what's going on with Ricard.
We in there.
He's up there drinking that stuff that we were drinking.
Everclear.
The Everclear.
Oh shit! Good night.
Yeah, he probably up there drinking the Everclear.
Yo, man, I will never ever.
Not without a healthy amount of change. I want to.
It got to be like a tub full of
a whole thing of Hawaiian punch.
Yeah, right.
And there's a tab of that.
It's just a shot, a cap full.
There's a cap full of that with a whole.
Yo,
thing
that thing was gasoline, man.
That shit was crazy.
What was we thinking?
And we didn't read the label that tells you
right after we read it after we drank it.
Don't drink this straight. It say you warning. Do not drink this by itself.
You will go blind.
You're going to die. That shit tastes crazy.
It was crazy.
Even to chase that was something.
That was
like even to chase that was something. The jungle juice and all that shit.
Yeah, nah.
Niggas be getting
like you literally put that inside the tub.
Yes.
Tazalai said the sound intermittently drops that then comes back.
Intermittently drops and comes back. Okay.
That ain't
Can y'all hear this?
I wonder if it has anything to do with
ASMR. Hold on.
Maybe something broke us on.
Yeah, hold on. Can you hear us now? Do we sound good? I wish I had.
Let's do like Andre 3000 mixtape.
Yeah.
Okay, so
burped all in
the mic. That's how you gotta do it.
So they're saying is every now and again it's going out. Is it all the sound going out or just one person going out?
Put my
okay. Yeah, Howard, they stole my
In their defense, I think they probably just dropped the screws to the ground or something. Like they probably
did the screws rolled around.
Yeah, just threw them.
Like you can't have. It's like
or they just took the fucking screws.
I think they took the screws, man. Like you can't. Evidently, you can't have like a a consistency of not being around because it's like people watching like
You should if you shouldn't sit in one place too long.
like hold up, man. This
Whatever. Go ahead and give me that license
Go
plate.
get that license plate because I got a mountain there too.
Yeah.
And it's white.
My shit's stolen.
Like, okay, when, okay, I'm gonna put the question out here. When are we gonna get to a point where we don't have to steal?
When
we
the
get the
system is configured in a way where we ain't got to do it.
Yeah.
You know where they don't steal at? The United Arab Emirates,
Right.
Dubai, and Abu Dhabi and all that.
Mhm.
They got almost no crime because they have pretty much no poverty because the government gives you everything. And if you do crime, it's like two things happening. One, they provide they provide at least all the basic things to you. They just give it to you. At least the basic things.
Yeah.
And then after that, if you commit a crime, they beat the shit out you.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like on a basic level, at least you don't have no real reason to commit a crime.
Right. And it is
And
like
if you do a crime that's even small, you going under the jail.
right.
So I feel
Right.
like that combination of things makes it as to where
I don't want to do no
Y'all
crime.
remember?
I got somewhere to stay. I got something to eat.
Yeah.
I ain't got no real reason to commit a crime. And if I do commit a crime,
I ain't trying to get
It's
my
a
ass
wrap.
beat.
so I might as well just not commit a crime.
Yeah, I remember when the dude went into the store. He was like, he was stealing a bunch of cigarettes in the trash can.
Yeah.
In the East Indies.
Oh man, that shit was crazy.
The dog. He was like, "Why?" He's like, "God help me." He's like, "Wop, wop,
He was whooping it.
wop." He's like, "They whooping your ass."
They whooping your ass. Yeah, I think in America we just have the culture here. Crime is just really a part of the part of the system is that it's the capitalism. Part of it is just some people is very rich, some people is very poor, and the way capitalism works, you kind of need to have the person that's going to be very rich. You need the person to be. You need somebody to be very poor. It's just how it works.
But see, you know what the crazy thing is, right? Okay,
And poverty makes you steal license plates and. I highly doubt the guy that stole your license plate was well off.
right now, this is the thing, right? Now, my thing is this, right? I totally get it. I understand that, you know, we have oppression, and this is why we steal.
Right.
But my thing is that, okay, if you know that we have oppression going on, which pretty much Black people understand that. Like, we understand, even if we don't say it like out loud, we understand that, you know, there's this oppression going on, right? But so if you're gonna steal, why not steal from somebody who you know has it?
Right.
Why? Like, I think that's the coward way to just steal from people that don't have it.
I think it's easier said than done. Because why would I steal from somebody I don't want to get caught?
Yeah. Because if they have it,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
More money than
is
me.
going on?
If I steal from him,
It keeps on going out, but
the sound.
yeah, it keeps on telling me the browser lost connection or whatever.
That's probably what the sound is, because the connection. Hey, that's what it is.
But that's the thing, right? Like, when I used to commit crimes a long time ago.
Long time ago.
But
Back in the day,
But when I used to commit crimes, I did them to Esau.
Ooh. Okay.
every crime you ever did was to
Yeah,
somebody not of your race.
right.
Robin Hood.
It felt like
Yeah.
yeah, real.
So you went out of your way
Yeah,
to go find. Okay.
yeah. The reason I did it was because, for one, it felt like it was like the better thing to do, and like it kept me like you know, we be out at camp, nobody come up and be like, yo, that nigga robbed me or nothing, because I never did it. I always took it out to like Ellesmere or somewhere
funny
like
as
that.
hell,
That was
man.
out, you know what I'm saying, out of the way, that wasn't around in the Black
You know,
neighborhood.
he ain't make his money back.
We said,
He would be like, I'm gonna travel all the way out here to rob somebody. He get out there, he rob somebody, be like,
Oh, they got
"Damn,
$50 on me.
yeah,
I gotta
Nigga,
pay,
that's gas
I gotta
money."
pay this gas money.
You get
Right.
gas money. You rob somebody. You go all the way out there to go rob somebody. Nigga, just give you the
Get
gas money to get back.
Like, I can't even
Yeah.
get back. God damn.
God damn.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
that used to be my thing. I prided myself in that too.
Mosaic.
That I was a righteous robber.
But I think most people don't have that.
right.
Most people don't have that insight though.
God.
That's rare to have the what's the word? I guess the foresight
Right. To say
if I'm going to rob somebody,
what
I prefer to do it to somebody.
Well,
that was actually kind of depicted in the Wu-Tang John, the Wu-Tang Saga.
Right. It felt like it was.
He would only sell drugs. Yeah.
It felt like sense. It felt like it was like easier too. Because they were like I would see like a whole group of Esau, and I would just walk up to them, and then like they'd be hanging out, swinging on the swings or something like that at the park.
He robbing kids.
Yeah, white.
He said swinging on the swings.
Nah, I'm talking. No,
you robbing goddamn.
Nah, this is at night.
13-year-old kids.
But this is at night. This is at night. People.
They high.
Yeah, they're young. They're young. They like 17, 18 years old. I used to walk up in the park, and that was my thing. I used to say,
start touching your pockets.
Put them up.
You got a cigarette? That was my thing. But that's what I would do. I would go get them, and then be rocking their clothes that I stole.
Yo, that's crazy.
Break yourself.
Right, but like in the hood.
So that's why you like my Nautica shirt so much.
When you rob somebody for their clothes, how do you run away with it? Like how much clothes you taking at one time?
I would probably just put it on. Like if they had
that's crazy.
They had them Columbia jackets and stuff like that. Yeah, Columbia, North Face and stuff like that. Those were like things that you couldn't really afford like
right.
That. Like when I was younger, it was like North Face, Timberlands, all that kind of stuff like that.
Well, Tommy, like you said, Tommy, North Face.
Now I did make a mistake. I did make a mistake and robbed a black person before. I made that mistake.
You didn't know he was black?
No, I didn't know he was black, but that was a horrible mistake that I made because those niggas came to my crib.
Yeah.
And and they put their hand over the peephole while my mom and stepdad was trying to see who was out there.
Was you there? Was you home?
Yeah, I was home. I saw a shadow go past the window, another shadow go past the window. I said, "What the fuck?" God damn. Then I looked all the way out, and the niggas was posted up.
Ooh-wee.
They surrounded the whole crib, and then my stepdad was like this.
I didn't know it was you. You had no mask on them?
Because my dumb behind was out there because we had stole a gun out of the house. And I was up there like showing everybody like a young bull.
So somebody told you. I think, oh, you must have your gun. So had a gun just like that.
But the good thing. Well, I look at it now. But the good thing was that they didn't do to me what they did to the other dude who ran in there with me. Because what they did was they had him and his mom and everybody on the ground.
Oh, snap!
Like on the ground.
Why they didn't do that to you?
Because they knew my stepdad. My
stephouse.
He was out there. Yeah, they knew my stepdad. So when they came to the door, my stepdad was like, "Yo, take your hand off the peephole. I'm not gonna open the door." And they took their hand off the peephole, and then that's when they opened up. He opened up the door, and he knew one of the dudes named Randy. And he was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And he was like, "Yo, your son broke into my people's crib. We want our gun back, blah, blah, blah." And, I was like,
"What gun?
What gun? I never had a gun." He just shouted a few seconds ago, like,
yeah, I'm like this. I'm like this. You know how you talk real? I'm like, I never had no gun. No, I never. I felt like, I turned into a bitch. Right? I saw those niggas at the door. I'm like this.
I turned into a bitch.
Them niggas was at the door.
Never do such thing.
Them niggas at the door, and he had his gun in his waist, in his hoodie. And he's like, "Yo, I could
air this joint out right now.
I'll air this bitch out.
Air it out."
And then that's what happened. And then they, but what the crazy thing about it was that he was a legal gun owner. He was a.
Oh wait,
he was a drug dealer, but he legally owned the gun.
He wasn't a felon.
Yeah. And the police came after that. The cops found the bullets in my trash can, and they took me to juvenile.
Damn.
Why did you denied it all the way to the end?
Yeah, I denied it. Yeah.
Damn.
And but he ended up. But I ended up getting out of it. But this is the thing though. When I got back home, my stepdad, it was like a movie. He was sitting in the dark. Like, you know how like you go in the house and the lights is off, and then I cut the lights off, and he's sitting there. He's like, "Yo, you had a gun in my house," and then he just stood up, and then he just smacked the shit out of me.
Damn.
I mean, you know how you get smacked so hard.
Give me, Jack. Give me.
He smacked me so hard, I started like nodding. Yeah, I was like,
Like, you got it.
What's up?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he smacked.
That's about right. That's about right.
Yeah, he smacked me so hard that I saw stars, man. But then I ended up leaving. I ended up running away,
Damn.
and that's the first time I ever ran away.
He smacked you and made you run away.
Yeah, he smacked me so hard, my brother didn't even help.
Damn.
My brother was like, damn, he must have did something. He must have did something.
And like he felt it too. Oh goddamn! Like, shit.
I'm like, bro, help me. He
Like,
no. So we can,
no, my brother.
What we gonna do when we both smack?
yeah.
God damn.
now both our faces red. Man, what the?
Yeah. So that was like one of the times like where
Okay, so let me ask you
rules hit
this.
me.
I ain't trying to cut you off. My bad.
No, go ahead.
But okay, so in your mind, okay, you stole the gun, you brought the gun to the crib, you came back home after all that, after you got out of jail. Okay,
No, this is before.
No, this is before.
Before you got locked up.
Yeah, before. I got
So
locked up.
he knew you had the gun in the crib.
Yeah, because,
So you knew you did wrong,
yeah, I knew I did wrong.
and you knew on a basic level that did you know that your stepdad was right on a basic level?
Yeah, he was right.
So why'd you run away?
I ran away because he wasn't my dad.
Oh, so your mind it was like, even though I shouldn't have stole the gun, I shouldn't have brought the gun in the crib. This nigga ain't my daddy. He put his hand on me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. That's why the stepdad. Hold on, look.
That's why the stepdaddy always fails.
Yeah, let's show him what the stepdad.
Do the stepdaddy.
Do this. I need to pay the bill.
Hey, that's what a stepdad is. Let me tell you something.
Sit down and put some money.
For all you women out there that got kids and you want a man to come in there,
Right.
and and live with you and be a father figure to these kids.
Be a father.
Let me tell you what. Understand this.
Understand something.
When you try to put your foot down, they're going to have a meeting about you.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be there.
Right.
Right. And that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're never going to fully be able, as a stepfather, you're never really going to be able to really step in. Now, there's cases of it. Like my stepfather, he really stepped in. My mom really let him, just have free reign, and he went crazy.
But sometimes the kid, but I think the point you proving is that even if the mom does just let him be a dad, the kids still might recognize like this ain't my fucking daddy.
Yeah.
Right.
And it won't matter even if he's right. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's doing the right thing.
So, but especially now they look. You put your hands on them kids, and the relationship might not be over right away, but she gonna check you.
I think so. Yeah, I think most moms. Yeah, I don't think most moms. It's rare. I think even back then it was probably rare for a mom to be going for that.
Well, for a stepdad
to be fully like a father.
Yeah,
like I think that's rare. See me, I would never do that. 9 times out of 10, I would never be a stepdad. It would be like a perfect situation. But if I was, I would want to be able to have the authority to smack the fire out of a kid if he brought a gun in my house.
Yeah.
But I think that's rare for the mom to be like, that's not your daddy, but be the father. Just replace the nigga he supposed to be.
Right.
I think that's kind of rare, especially in a lot of cases now. I think now this shit is like so streamlined now. I think now most kids, they don't live with both of their parents. If they don't live, I ain't gonna say most kids, but if they don't live with both of their parents, they still have a good relationship with the father.
Right.
So it's like this nigga in that crib trying to discipline me, but I have a daddy. Like I know where my dad is. I see him on the weekends.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's a weird situation to be in.
Yeah, he right about that. That's the sentiment of what it is today. It's like you coming in as a stepfather, you really have no rights in the situation. You're just paying the rent.
Yeah. The only right you have is the relationship you have with the woman, really.
Right.
I mean, and
you know. Okay, even if you pay rent for that, you pay rent. You know what you get? The room.
That's it.
Right.
That's the room. The room that you have with her. That's what you have.
Like what I mean.
The rest of the house doesn't belong to you.
Nah.
Because you walking around the house like. And the kids is doing whatever they want to do, and you be like, "Yo, y'all sit down right now."
Your mom said, "Clean up these toys."
Right. Cap, right. That's heavy. Say that one more time.
Your mom said, "Y'all gotta clean up these toys."
You see that? That was heavy because he had to use the mom as the disciplinarian.
You know, it's great. in some situations where even if you were the real dad, some dudes be using the mom as a
Yeah, some
disciplinary.
niggas just hoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I would. I wish I would, man.
You know, like real women don't like
Simple.
like BA niggas.
Nah. It's like
They just don't like it.
no.
You know, like I've talked to women who they actually resent. You know, they actually will resent their man for being
if he's not. But you know, it's like they won't say it. Like they won't come out and just say like, oh, you know, I resent you for being that. They'll show it in different ways that, you know, they resent the fact that
why are women like that? Why are women?
Because they need a man.
Okay, yeah, but why do women? I'm genuinely asking this. I'm not even really trying to.
Okay. So
I'm trying to keep the conversation going, but I also
Right.
actually wonder why are women? Y'all opinion? Why do women want you to be one way secretly, but outwardly want you to be something else? If that makes sense.
Oh, I got the answer.
So I want a guy that has his ducks in order.
Yep.
He goes to church.
Yep.
He pays the bills. Educated.
Yep.
Has nice manners. Takes care of me. Is nice to me. But then only fuck niggas who are what's the word?
like not all those
Boisterous.
things. Yeah, boisterous and
Niggas that not even necessarily he ain't taking care of everything, but only gonna fuck somebody who is overtly masculine. But would tell you what they want is somebody who's, you know, Russell Wilson, who's I want to praise God and Jesus and I just love paying bills and raising kids that aren't mine, but will never have sex with a man like that.
It's the outward appearance and the inward appearance.
So what you mean by that?
It's like what I've seen. It's like outwardly, you want to be seen as somebody that has a respectful man. You know what I mean? He takes care of the business. He takes care of the bills. You see what I'm saying? But inwardly, you want somebody that'll tear them doonies up. You know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's why like, you know, some women, they don't want, how can I do this? How can I flip this here? They don't want, they tell their girlfriends, right? They'll tell their girlfriends that I run shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I run shit. I run my man. You know what I mean? I do this. This is what it is. Blah 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 blah. He's a good man. You know what I mean? But I'm the running in the household. And then when that man shows that he actually runs shit, she's embarrassed.
right, like me, like okay, women say I'm gonna unpack what he said. Like women, they say they want a man of God, but they really don't want a man of God until they actually get it. Like when they actually get in front of a man
that's
of
a good way
God.
to put it. Women will say, that's a good example. Women will say, I want a leader, or I want a man that's going to take control. But when they get a nigga that's actually going to tell them what to do, they argue him down,
right,
and make a nigga want to leave you down there because.
But they don't want you to leave.
They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to leave.
You stay right there.
They don't want you to leave. But they will argue a nigga down to the point where he'll say, "Fuck leading you. I'll find somebody else to lead."
Right.
But prior to that, they would have said, "I want a man that's going to take charge and lead them." But then they get it, and then
it's because behind your back, behind that good man's back, she's showing that she's the authority.
You know what it is too?
If that makes sense.
I think she's it's more she likes the she wants to
take all the credit.
I don't even she want to portray a certain image. That image isn't necessarily the reality of an actual relationship.
Right.
Those women are just they don't know how to pick a man because they never listen to their father.
Or they didn't have one.
You know what I mean? Right. Or they didn't have that. You know what I mean? Because women continually, like, okay, I remember the general brought out a great point, right? You know that list that they put out where they said where you can't go on a first date?
Yeah, kind.
Not to go on a first date?
Yeah.
But no, out of all those places on that first date, none of them had a hotel.
Damn.
None said that 3 weeks ago.
Damn.
This nigga going deep. This nigga going deep. You should have said that weeks ago. It could have went viral.
Yeah, none of them said the Red Roof Inn. None of them said
you are right.
the Double Tree or the Howard and Johnson.
Blew my mind.
That is perfect.
Boom.
Shoot.
It was a long ass. None of it said the motel.
None of them joints said it. None of them said that.
Oh yeah, you can definitely go there the first day.
It even said his house, but none of it said
the hotel.
None of it said alleyway.
None of it said back seat. None of it said back seat at the Platte in Philly.
Well, when I heard the general say that, I was just like, "Yo, that is crazy." That's true because everybody was focused on. And you're right, guy. We could have went viral.
We could have put it together saying that, bro. We could have went fucking viral.
That's a viral
that shit blew my mind, bro. It did not say that. It said everything but that. It said everything but just fucking. It really just said anything, everything but just fucking. They'll just do that any day.
And you know what's
just
crazy?
fuck you any day.
And you know what's crazy? There would be a pause moment too. There would be like that, not saying pause like, but there would be a moment where they would actually think about that. Would I go to the hotel?
A lot of bitches under the right circumstances, they definitely
they would go to the hotel.
That's the thing.
Right, and a lot of those women.
I got a story.
And a lot of those women, they're just first date bitches anyway.
Yeah.
You're just never gonna get a real relationship. You're just always gonna be on a first date.
They're just serial daters.
Yeah.
Serial just whining and dining niggas to death. Yeah. They just surviving their way through life with getting free shit, basically, I guess.
Yeah, you know.
All right, yeah.
I got a hotel room at the Marriott. You know what I'm saying?
For the right nigga, they'll do it. I think that's the problem too. That list applies to niggas they don't really like that much.
I ain't want you to drive home, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But nigga, they actually like that. He'll be like Red Roof Inn.
I got 2 queens.
Look, women, you got a time limit, man. I'm trying to tell you, you got women are on a time limit.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing that they don't tell women, you know, in the grand scheme of things, you know, like men. I'm sure everybody have heard this though, right. But like men, as men get older, men gain more value. Because you're right because of the fact that when you get older, you start to get more established, and you got you're pretty straight. Well, supposed to be. Right, when you get to your 40s. Typically when you're in your 40s or 50s, you're supposed to pretty much have some good credit, right? A car, a house, crib, right? It ain't no more like this. The days of sleeping on somebody's couch is long gone.
Yeah, right. I guess the older you get as a man, at least in America, the things that society says you're supposed to have as a man, right? You typically
definitely have it about this time,
right? But like when women. And this is no knock to the women, but then it's like as women get older, it's like
women because men are simpler, and all we want is. So I was about to say something crazy.
So you have to make your decision. You have to make your decision because we living in a society that prioritizes youth, right? Whether it's rap music, where we were talking about it, Cap, before, whether it's rap music,
when it comes to women,
when it comes to
women in relationships. We prioritize youth.
Right, youth. That you see it all over TikTok. You see a grandma on TikTok trying to do a challenge like a young girl. Yeah. Because you know why? Because she's competing. Yeah. She's trying to compete because she knows that the young thing with the fine little behind, she can shake in front of a camera and get 1 million followers on TikTok, and she can monetize her TikTok because she has sponsors who want to put their products in her little.
Yeah, she can get a man.
Right. Now the older grandma who go to the gym, because these older grandmoms, they gotta go to the gym now. But they're going to the gym and they're getting those BBLs and they're getting their breasts done, and they're older. And because they want to compete with that, because they understand that as you get older, you start to fade away in the sexual marketplace. Because the average nigga, he'll rather, instead of getting with you, that you got 4 kids and 5 grandkids.
Good night.
But this chick is 25 with no kids.
None.
Now, if I'm a nigga with money, who would I rather get? You who already gonna tell me I ain't doing this,
Right.
I ain't doing that,
Right.
I ain't doing that,
Right.
and I ain't doing that.
Right.
But this broad right here, I can mold her
Right.
into what I want
whatever
her
you
to be,
want her to be. Exactly.
because she's gonna be attracted to power.
Exactly.
And she's gonna respect that because that's what she wants.
Right. She's gonna be what's the word? Submissive.
Yeah. like I remember this one chick was like, why Puff Daddy got Carisha? Why is he with a city girl? It's because that city girl is a young John.
She gonna do what he wants. He can mold her.
Yeah, he's 50-something years old. She's 20-something years old.
He supposed to get with
Old men love teaching new Johns new tricks.
No,
What, like what? Gina from Martin? Yeah. We supposed to get with her? No,
Pam.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get with Pam.
Right.
He gonna get with somebody
about
young.
what she ain't gonna do.
Right. Pam had already been with niggas and been down that road before.
Don't be putting my legs up like that.
Yeah. As soon as you try to put her legs up, she gonna be like, take it easy, baby.
Some of y'all seen that. There was a video. It's an older woman, man. She had to be around my age, but she got on stage and she was dancing. They was playing the music and they was like, "Oh, she going down," and she bent down and she got to the squat position, and then her knees gave out.
Yeah.
So then she just went to her knees like bang bang. So then it was like she had a tambourine. Yeah. When she took the tambourine and started shaking, I was like, "Oh, it's over." And then she tried to get up and she couldn't get up.
But you know
because
people, but you know, I ain't mean to cut you out. But you know what people gonna say? You saying? Somebody get their auntie.
And that's what they were saying. That's exactly what they were saying. Man. Somebody get your auntie.
And there come a time where it's like, you gotta stop.
Like, come on, man.
You can't get off the floor.
And then she couldn't get up off the floor, man.
Yeah.
She couldn't. She didn't have good knees. The problem is too, good knees.
I think the problem is too, one of the biggest lies is told to young women in America, I think of any race, outside of Black and Hispanic people, is that you shouldn't settle down. You shouldn't stick to one man because you're young. And I think that is that concept and that ideology that's been going on for generations is one of the main reasons why we got Black women that's 55 still looking for a man, 55 still on the internet scouring looking for a man, because we live in a society where they tell a woman when she's 18, especially like 18 to 26, around that age, but no, you young, you should date and experience things,
right, and
go see something. But it sounds like to me that really you should just have fun and have sex with as many people as you can,
right,
because now it's your time to do that, and that somehow after all those that half a decade of having sex with random people, that you're going to be able to parlay that into finding a man that actually loves you and cares about you, regardless of your very dark and deep past.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest trap that young women fall into, and that's why years later you're 50 and you don't have a man, because the time that you should have been trying to figure out who you were going to settle down with, which should have been like early 20s, that's when it should have happened. It should have happened not when you was 30.
Right.
It should have, you should have been figuring out who you was going to be with for the rest of your life. Early 20s. That's about around the time it should have been happening. Instead of you just having sex with everybody, which doesn't. All you doing is you gain a lot of pleasure, but you don't learn anything positive about men. There's nothing positive you can learn about men by having fun and casually dating.
Yeah.
You only learn the worst things about men by doing that. If you
right.
You only learn a bad lesson about men.
Yeah.
You don't learn how to be in a relationship, how to bond with anybody, how to suffer through anything, how to suffer through a relationship and fix issues and have some type of conflict resolution in a relationship. You don't learn how to actually settle down and be cool with one guy.
Right.
You gotta start that early. And women learn, out of high school that now it's time to hoe.
Yeah.
Instead of now it's time to think about who am I going to be with for the rest of my life.
Right.
And that should start way earlier. It starts when you like 30, but it should start like out of high school. That's when you should start thinking, okay, who am I going to be with?
It's like for me, I think a lot of times that with some of these, that's what their intentions is when they get out there is to figure out, all right, this person I'm gonna be with, this is the person I'm going to be with.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's just that because how we are raised and how we're taught about how that whole that thing should go.
Yeah.
It's like I have to do trial runs.
Yeah, we're very sociable people.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like white people, they get married right out of high school.
Yeah,
Like they get
Early.
it.
it's black people that do that too, though.
They don't have they have no game.
Right.
Let me tell you, white
Yeah,
people,
no,
the white man's game. He
Right.
just go to the same restaurant over and over and over and over and over and over.
The white man ain't feel like this.
Right.
The white man ain't feel like this.
Right.
You come here often?
Right.
You come here often?
Hey, he gonna go to that same coffee shop
Right.
You come here often?
over and over and over
Yeah.
until she just say, "Hey, you come here all the time. I see
Yeah.
you all the time." You know,
Yeah.
like, and then that'll be their common ground, and,
Right.
and that's how they're not like us. Like we be like, hey,
Ray.
you know,
Hey,
we,
where that? Hey, hey.
we, like black men are aggressive, like because we're very sociable.
Oh, you don't want to talk to me? Well, then fuck you. Like, God damn.
Like, oh, hey, brown skin.
Dirty bitch.
Brown skin. Hey, brown skin. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
we be on it. You know, we be ready to we're more sociable.
Right,
people.
good.
So like, like what Kat was saying is like, we have to like, I think that's going to have to come what he's talking about more so like when, finding out how women are to deal with men, at that age where
Right.
it's very vital, is going to have to come with like, just like our cultural
It has to be a conscious cultural change.
It's culture. Yeah,
Yeah, our culture.
It definitely is.
What we're willing to accept as a culture.
Well, it's and it's
And
also
right now we just accept young women being hoes. But the problem is when you're a hoe young, you think it can just stop, but it's just not how it works.
Well, it's not. It's only not only that because there was a
Often,
time
at least.
for us young men. It was like the more you got, you know what I mean, the more respect you got.
That's never changed.
So it's just like
Right.
and true facts. You know what I'm saying? But it was a time that there was a respect value in it. You know what I mean?
Respect value
when
in-
as far as not having a whole bunch of women.
Oh, but just people respecting you because you've been with her for
Yeah,
years.
like, oh, you know what I mean? This dude, you know what I mean?
Right.
We used to sing on the corner. You know what I'm saying? We used to serenade the women. You know what I'm saying? It got to a time where we was just like, hey, man, you know what I mean? The way, how you know you the man is how many women you can get.
Right.
So then now the dynamics change because now the women is just like, oh, well, I got to be a certain type of way in order for me to get attention from these dudes. So now it's just like, they just a number.
I had a great childhood, man.
Yeah, same here.
I had a great childhood, and I say that because of the music. Like
definitely the music played a big part.
Right,
Yeah.
like we had like R&B, like Jodeci, Silk.
Yeah.
We had
Hey,
don't put me on the cross. We had R. Kelly.
Listen, you know what?
They about to put me on the cross.
Nah, low key. I know about. Yes, I know about you. Y'all was sitting there listening to R. Kelly during this whole break.
Hey, look, you stupid.
No,
You stupid. I know y'all was listening to R. Kelly, man. Step
Right.
in the Name of Love, all that music because that's the type of music you played around the family and everything
Happy
like
People.
that. Happy People, that whole album. You know what I mean? You was just talking about it the other day. You said, not too long ago, you said the Bull Tank had a
the Mount Rushmore of R&B.
right,
Yeah,
and he said that he had Beyonce on there,
yeah.
Michael Jackson. Now, listen, you and me was on the same type. I was just listening to the Off the Wall album and the Thriller album just the other day as well.
Great albums.
Great
by the way.
albums.
Yeah,
Great albums,
by the way.
you know what I'm
Great
saying?
albums.
And then he said, dang, he almost didn't want to say it, but you got to put R. Kelly up there.
Yeah, because like what I was saying is the reason I said all that is because like the generation that I grew up on was more so like that nigga who wanted to like show a woman like her appreciation, like love a woman and do all that. Like sometimes like I'll ask like people like, okay, like what do y'all do like when y'all want to like get it on with a woman? And I remember a young brother at the slavery said, man, he put on a Lil Durk. I was like, Lil Durk? God damn.
No, okay, well, Lil Durk got some music.
God damn, Lil Durk got like where you get like romantic
Yes,
with a woman.
Lil
Lil Durk got some romances.
Yeah, not so much recently, but yeah, he does have some songs, a couple songs that I'm thinking of on top of my head that he's put out over the years that you could use for that purpose.
Good night.
Like I'm used to that. You remind me of something, but I just don't know what it is. Girl, you remind me of my Jeep.
I wanna ride it. Like, oh,
like my sound. Like that. That's what.
Like, what happened to dudes talking before they sing? They be like, "Don't talk, just listen."
Yeah, that's old. That went out with Tupac.
Yeah,
like that Tupac era where you talk up the track.
Yeah, talk up the track and get that joint running. You be like, oh shoot.
You know what it is. You know what it is, and this is like a real quick assessment. But the new rappers, they get straight to the point. Like boom, the beat drop, they be like, and then everybody like,
ain't too many skits.
You know what I mean? Everybody like this, you know what I mean?
Ain't too many skits no more.
Yeah, the skits used to be, remember like Redman, the skits and all that before the song.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what happened to the skits and shit?
No, because we're losing.
Yeah, the artistic.
Our attention span is smaller now.
Yeah,
the internet. Yeah, I would say so. The internet makes everything so quick and instant now.
Cat, when I came into
technology in general,
videos was 20 minutes long.
You know what?
Videos for the truth was 20 minutes long. Now, if it's a minute, a second over 59 seconds.
Right now, if I see a brother in the school put it on a 20-minute video, I'm like, why in the fuck would he put on this long? Why did he think anybody was going to watch this? I'm not about to watch this. So why do you think a random person in the world going to watch this?
Right.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I was
you gotta teach a nigga in 30 seconds.
I was dealing with my son the other day, and I was like, he has no what's the word I'm looking for?
Attention span?
Nah. It's I tell him all the time, listen, man, come up off that phone. You know what I'm saying? Stop watching the phone because these video clips is only a couple seconds long. And you don't have no creativity. He doesn't have any creativity. I told him, I said, you can sit here and you can watch other people create. Where's your creativity? You know what I'm saying?
You're right. I agree with you 100% what you're saying right now. You know, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to regulate his mind because you know, like I watched this show, and I'm gonna get right back to you. I watched this show about TikTok and how TikTok over in China, they only allow the kids to be on there for a certain amount of time.
You got to.
That's one of them things.
Right.
You got
when
to.
I said society, the society got to be configured in a way for you not to be a certain way. That's a perfect example.
Yeah, and then
that's amazing. That's a great.
You only can go on for a certain amount of time, and then when you on there is positive stuff.
Yeah,
it's positive stuff about achievement. You know, achieving high, education.
Right,
and so it stimulates the minds of the kids to want to be great.
Yeah,
but like over here, TikTok is a totally different thing.
It's horrible.
Most of it's going to be. They kind of slowed down with the twerking and all that kind of stuff on TikTok.
Yeah. They got a new challenge right now.
Yeah. Oh, they got a new challenge. Oh, damn. Well, I must got phased out of it. You know what I mean? With the just with the stuff that I look at. But most of the stuff I see is more so like whistleblower government stuff, all that kind of stuff. I see more of the women stuff is on like Instagram.
But on TikTok, they showing you that's probably who you follow or what you engage with more.
Yeah.
And that's really all the internet is. Just showing you what you want to see, really. That's all the internet is doing.
My son, he plays an instrument.
But the bass, if you come in a newbie, they're going to assume that you want some ass.
Right away. You know what? Yo, that's so fat. Yo, bow. You don't understand. Listen, I told my son this, man. This is funny as hell. It's funny as hell you said that. So I wasn't a TikTok dude. I ain't watch all that stuff like that. As soon as I started TikTok, that's the first thing that they throw on your joint. Yeah. Is a bunch of booty clapping.
That's the base.
And my son was like,
you like looking at
hey, Cap, the new user.
Because that's probably what it gets the most engagement. Sex.
Right. That's gonna bring you in the door to all the other stuff.
Yeah. Right. And my son was like, Dad, he was like, Dad, he said in front of my red too, of course, draw. He was like, I looked on your TikTok, Dad. There was a bunch of clapping going on. And I was like, hey, Cam, man, I don't be watching TikTok like that. Mm-hmm. So now, you know what I mean? Like, cause I'm interested in what he plays an instrument. You know what I mean? So now when I turn my joint on, it'd be a lot of black college bands playing, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And I'll send them a lot of stuff. And I'll be telling them like this is this type of stuff. Like, I told him now, learn how to edit. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to edit, learn how to do these types of things. Because that's what's in right now. If you can edit and you can do these things, you can make bread like
you're,
right now.
You're 100% right.
Yeah,
you absolutely right. Like nothing you said right now is cap. Like you see Knock. See how good Knock got with the damn man. Knock should be Knock is smart. Yeah, Knock sat down and figured out Final Cut Pro. Yeah, you know how hard that is to figure that out. Like Knock figured it out how to do a video and sync up everything and make everything look right. Like Knock is a smart brother. Yeah. Now just imagine, I'm giving it right back to you, but just imagine if your son, who is younger, had that mindset early, because the kids have a brain that's able to be able to do stuff like that. And then when he got older, he would be a juggernaut.
And that's what I'll be trying to teach him, because I got the mentor program that I do at the high school and everything, and that's the only thing they always talking about, these editing the video and how much money they can make off of these things. And these are kids that can really make a lot of money off of this. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to edit and do these type of videos, there's grown people that can create content, but they just don't have the time to put into the editing and do all that type. It's like, yeah, man, if you do that, man, you can rack up.
Hey, Cap, you know what I'm saying? Okay, every rapper nigga in the ghetto, or every sister that raps in the ghetto is gonna come to you and pay $600-700 for a video, right? And it's 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes of editing.
You do his career, and then now you got now you charge him more, and then
exactly.
Now so, other people want to mess with you because you mess with him.
Shit, damn.
But most of the handle it,
handle it.
Hey man, studio's still under construction. It's gonna be looking totally different in a week.
Yeah, but most of the people, handle it. Most people, you might as well just rip it down.
Yeah, you might as well take it down. What, the live sign?
See, like
you can't. We don't even see the live sign in the camera though. Nah. We got it joint real close.
What the hell did I do?
I know. I listen, man. I threw this room together real quick.
Definitely do it together.
I threw this room together.
Right together.
All right. So what's going on right now is okay. Let's go down. Let's drop a bomb for Omar Mohammed. He said, much respect to the UPK. Facts, yeah. Much respect to you too, Omar Mohammed.
That's right. That's right.
Keeping it real with keeping it real with Lefty. Oh man, drop him there. Look, you know what? Let the dogs out for Lefty, man, please, man. Lefty was one of our. Yo, Lefty was one of the brothers who supported our Rude Food Dudes channel.
Oh, word. Okay.
Early on, you remember?
He went up with his own channel.
Yeah. Keep it real with Lefty, man. This is different, Lefty, man. This is different. We on the channel.
Yeah.
We on Real Food Dudes right now.
Yeah, we is on. Yeah, we still on there.
Yeah, as all we're through it in there. So I said, what the hell?
Yeah, we still out there eating. You know what I'm saying?
We just ain't recording.
We just ain't recording. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice joint that I'm probably going to do tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that actually looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, I think we need to get away from the dark colors.
That actually looks. Wait a minute.
You want to put?
That does look better.
Yeah, I think we need to get away from the.
Can you turn your camera?
You want to put the live sign up?
No. You don't need. No.
I ain't worried about right now. Yeah, y'all couldn't see it anyway. Right?
That looks better. What the hell was we? What you doing?
We were trying to be too dark all the time. Nigga trying to be black. Nigga trying.
Yo, that looks great. That looks great.
All the fucking time.
Black power.
You just hold on.
We just accustomed to being black all the goddamn.
That's all right, man. Just wait, man. We got some more stuff going.
We got some new colors coming in, some brighter colors.
Yeah, man. We listen, man. Rude Speech. We can be about to be all the way back up. We still under construction.
We also can talk about Sexy Red because she's pregnant. She's still shaking.
She's pregnant and still shaking booties.
What else can we talk about?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
T.I. too.
Oh yeah, T.I. talking about the young boy.
I think we. Production team.
Yeah, but nobody want to be the production. Everybody want to be part of the show.
Now we got some brothers coming up.
camera.
Can't be on the camera.
You know,
You gotta set up these lights.
everybody can, you know, okay. It's called the Steve Harvey Show, but there's other people that's behind the
there's a
scenes.
lot,
Right.
and they get paid good too.
Right,
They get recognition.
Right. You just everybody can't be Steve.
Right.
You got nephew Tommy and all that kind of
Right.
stuff too.
But the problem is you gotta find a nigga that don't want to be Steve. That's the problem.
Right.
Facts.
So it's okay to want to be Steve.
I don't want to be Steve. Put me on the background.
No.
We need to
But
find
he's
a
saying
nigga-
it's right though.
What?
Everybody want to be Steve.
Right.
Most people do.
But the people back there that's working the camera and
Yeah.
writing the jokes, they just want to do that. They don't want to be Steve.
Right.
Exactly.
And they
And that's why they're able to have a job.
Exactly.
And guess what? They got it great too. You know why? Because they're rich and they don't have the fame.
Yeah. And they can go out
Right.
and they got to be.
They can live their
somebody
life.
ain't got to say.
Nobody gonna be
hey, man,
hawking
do
them
the thing.
down.
Do the thing you do.
Yeah.
They still work with
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
do the thing you do.
They still got the connections.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
They got the connections. They still in on the end of whatever.
Right. Right.
But they can go to fucking Shake Shack and nobody gonna say nothing.
Nobody
to them.
gonna
They
say
walk out
nothing.
and that's it.
They can be
But-
like Andre 3000.
Ain't nobody
Yo,
trying to
Cap.
rob them.
Cap, you right about that. They can go to Shake Shack
And
And
just
nobody
and
go
have,
buy
and have $2 million in the account.
Yeah.
Yep.
And nobody will
because
even
they
say.
the producer for fucking.
They just
Steve
be
Harvey
like,
show.
hey man, pay for everybody's meal on my parents. Don't even tell them.
Yeah, but like
Tell
Steve
him Steve Harvey did it.
Just tell them Steve.
Steve Harvey, they got when he come, they got to shut the restaurant
Yeah,
down.
right.
He needs security and
Kick
shit.
everybody out.
He like
Survey say it. Survey say it.
He has a
Let me
lot
get the chocolate shake.
You know,
Your ass. Let me take on your ass.
he does a lot of buffoonery.
Yeah, I'm about to
Yeah,
say
he
he's a fucking
definitely do, yeah.
buffoon.
You know, I'm gonna say it real quick, but you know how like soon as he be on what's that called his show Family Feud, right? I said Family Feud.
Family Feud.
Yeah, that thing,
Family Feud.
that thing is kicking in.
Family Feud, right? He'll be on Family Feud, and somebody will say, he'll be like, the top answers tell us one thing that tastes better in the, at night, and then they be like, women, right? And he'll be like this. You know, like he'll look at you like with his, like with
that facial
expression. Yeah, that facial expression.
With
and
that
then
mustache.
He'll look at you
Like we
and then look at the camera.
like this 18.
And I'm like,
Now he'll do one of these shows. He doing one of these shows like,
yeah, he's like
what the
he's a-
survey say?
He's a caricature.
right. He's a character.
He's
right.
blackface, but he's black.
Yeah, he's a character, like
Damn.
because he got the big lips, the big
Yeah.
teeth, and he
He
just
poked
like,
his eyes out.
yeah, he poke his eyes out,
Mhm.
and it's like, yeah, that's what they want, like the image to be of black men, the non-threatening,
The non-threatening,
Yeah.
joking all the time.
yeah, joking all the time, yeah. That's
Even
the
when
thing.
he talk, when he make a joke, he's basically saying, "I'm black,"
Right.
Yeah.
over and over. I'm just saying, "I'm black over
Damn.
and over."
You know who else is non-threatening? Kevin Hart.
He's very non-threatening.
Kevin Hart is the non-threatening black. Like who was it? That remember he even made a joke about it. I think it was like one of his shows. He made a joke about it where he said like, it's like in Hollywood there's a non-threatening is like Terry Crews.
But you know what? You know what's crazy?
He's the brother that white people wouldn't be
accept.
afraid of.
They will accept. That's why he gets all the jobs.
Yeah,
And but you know what's crazy? The real funny comedians, in my opinion, are the ones who are controversial. Like I was big
That's the
on
problem.
Patrice O'Neal.
mm-hmm.
I mean, Patrice O'Neal is my God.
You know
He
one of
would,
my
he would
favorite-
thrive now today.
Oh man.
You know one of
right
my
now, he
favorites.
would in this climate he would thrive.
I'm gonna tell you
I
one
don't
of my
think he
favorites.
would. I think he was. I think he would still be.
And this whole Kevin Samuels comment, he was saying a lot of shit. That
I'm gonna tell you my
I don't
favorite.
think. I think he still wouldn't get the
talking about
same
on
amount of respect.
maybe not in the industry, but like on the internet, he would thrive.
I'm gonna tell you one of my favorites. Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb, yeah.
Corey Holcomb is one of my favorites. I wanted to
He
go
do
see
go. He do go a little far on abortion though.
the book of
It's
Corinthians.
still funny.
Corinthians.
I don't know.
Corinthians.
Abortion
It's
is
the
wrong.
book of Corinthians. But it says Corinthians.
Oh snap!
The book of Corinthians, right? But you had Corey Holcomb. I went to go see Deion Cole.
Yeah, Deion
He's
Cole's
funny
funny as
as-
hell.
We opened the door. It was like ha 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 ha. Like God, yo, this dude is funny.
Yeah,
It
Deion
felt
Cole
like,
is hilarious. I like Earthquake too.
yeah, all of them. But I went to a show like it was like Martin was there. I saw Martin. I saw Adele Givens, Bruce,
Lavelle Crawford.
not Lavelle Crawford.
That's a funny nigga.
Yeah, but Bruce.
Real far from him.
The dude who do all the
The voices.
voices like
You got a joke
Eddie
about-
Murphy. You know that dude that
You
be
talking
acting
about
like Eddie
not
Murphy.
Eric Spears.
Not Eric
He's not that
Spears,
funny.
the other
I'm talking,
bull.
from SNL.
Yeah.
He's not that funny to me.
I don't think he's funny. Like
Jay Farrell.
Yeah, Jay Farrell.
I don't think he's that funny.
His impressions is good, but he's not really that funny. I think SNL is for people that's like just funny enough.
Well, I mean,
SNL is like corny. Like SNL
It is
like,
corny. It's corny.
I don't know.
It come on all the time. It come on every Saturday, but that shit corny.
What's the
It's
chick
corny.
name?
I grew up watching SNL, and it's like it's increasingly worse every year.
Well, not now, but there was a time. There was a time back in the day.
Even when I was younger,
like Eddie Murphy on SNL.
Definitely back then.
Chris Rock on SNL.
Yeah.
Oh, nah,
That was like heydays.
I think that's when it started to fall a little bit.
Eddie Murphy
But Eddie Murphy was
he on there? Was he on SNL when they did a skit where he lived life like a white man for a day? Was that SNL?
Might have been.
It was.
It was a skit where it might not have been SNL, but it was a skit where he lived in a white costume.
It was Eddie.
Everywhere he went.
If it was Eddie, that was
different. Like he got in the bus, and then all the black people got on the bus, and then the bus turned into a party or some shit like that.
I would believe that would be SNL with Eddie Murphy.
Yo, in the kingdom, I'm gonna have some court jesters, right? Like funny people, and I'm gonna tell you one of the people I'm gonna have, Jim Carrey.
Yo.
Jim Carrey is
hilarious.
Funny white man. Like
Jim Carrey is hilarious, man. Jim Carrey is hilarious. With him and Damon Wayans used to get together in Living Color. It was classic comedy, man. You ever see him, Damon Wayans, and him and David Allen Greer?
Yeah,
I love David Allen Greer is one of my favorites.
He's underrated too.
Yeah, David Allen Greer.
Okay, I don't want to say underrated because they do give him his flowers. Like
David Allen Greer is freaking
crazy,
nuts hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny.
That nigga is hilarious,
especially when he was on Martin as the preacher.
Oh my god, you got to see the scene. You got to see the John where it's two Johns. It's one with David Allen Greer and Jim Carrey, and it's another with with Jim Carrey and Damon Wayans as pastors.
Yeah,
classic.
Yeah, crazy.
Like and the fact of the matter is, it's so close to how it is in reality. Like y'all seen recently your boy Kenneth Copeland. This dude did a blood not a blood sacrifice, but he did like a blood communion.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the funniest thing you'll ever see, man. This dude, he takes blood, he cuts his hand, right? And he squeezes his hand in the cup. And then another one of the pastors, he does the same thing, right? And he squeezes his hand in the cup. And Copeland grabs the cup like this. He grabs the cup like this, and he goes like this. He goes, now his blood is in me.
Yeah.
He's like, do you see it? And the people was like, yeah, oh my God. I was like, oh my gosh, man. He's like, you should do it as often as possible. He gonna have people in the Christian church drinking blood and getting all types of diseases. No, it wasn't a skit.
He actually was drinking blood?
He was drinking blood, sir.
You talking about Up Doe, that guy?
Yeah, that dude.
Yo.
Yeah.
I told you, man. Listen, he's the funniest.
He's the
funniest pastor out there, man. That's we got to do that joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
just did it.
We did. We gotta. Yeah, I mean,
I gotta see the video.
Yeah, we got something coming out for y'all, man. Y'all, make sure y'all stay tuned.
Yeah. So yeah,
stay with me now.
Right,
stay with me now.
All right. So which I want to segue into two things.
We got two topics that we should talk about.
They drop it off quick.
Two topics. All right, because that sound going out, or they don't like what we're talking about.
Oh, they is dropping on. Man. But then go to sleep, then.
We got Sexy Red, and we got
T.I.
the big mouth nigga.
Who? T.I. son. Yeah, that nigga.
Nigga mouth is ginormous.
He look like an open Reebok.
Okay, so we can knock these out real quick.
Yeah.
Like the Sexy Red thing, like I said earlier before we started the show, like she's doing something that's never been done before.
Right.
You know, she's like that sister who goes to work through her whole pregnancy.
Good night.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the sister that be at Walmart or something like that. She at the register.
I'm dilating.
Yeah, she's there until she go and drop because she can't afford to stop.
Can't afford to.
So. And like what Kat was saying was like a heavy point earlier is like she can't afford to stop.
Yeah, I don't think she can afford.
Because
can't afford.
Glorilla waiting for her to go.
Damn right.
Fuck Glorilla. The next lady that's gonna be nasty is waiting.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's on the way. It's She rapping right now, waiting.
And guess who's gonna be her sidekick? Suki Hana.
Good night.
Soon, whoever's popping, that's what Suki gonna go to.
Yeah, she like the gatekeeper for all nasty hoes.
Yeah.
And I had already said it. I said she's going to do something amazing with her pregnant body. She already did a video
But she gonna have to sit down anyway. It's coming, Cap. Remember we was talking about
She gonna
Sexy
get birth
Red
on stage.
Yeah, she gonna have to sit down because after she have that baby, it's
gonna be a recovery period.
Yeah, it's gonna be
like I was saying, like you said, I said before, like you said, I said, she can't. You would think most people when they get pregnant, they just sit out for the pregnancy. They might go as long as they can.
Right.
Without, but as soon as it's noticeable, they'll be gone for 6 months or whatever.
Right.
But I don't think Sexy Red can afford it. Not in her defense.
She gonna get.
I'm playing devil's advocate. In her defense, she can't afford not to be a hoe for these next pregnancy.
She gonna get birth on stage.
Yeah, because in 6-9 months will we not be talking about Sexy Red?
No, right. Her water gonna break on stage.
On stage, she gonna do it. You ever see Boomerang when the chick grabbed the baby underneath, like she go like ah! Everybody already seen. She gonna pull the baby out and be like.
Hey, look, the crowd's gonna go crazy. Hey, the crowd gonna go crazy.
Yeah, they gonna be like, ah! Oh my God! No!
They gonna be like this.
Then the DJ gonna lift her up, lift the baby up like the Lion King.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing.
The baby gonna come out twerking.
That's the thing, man. That and so, like I said, that's something that hasn't been done before, man.
Right. I usually wouldn't agree, but I think this is something that has never happened.
Something's definitely going on.
It's one thing to be, a promiscuous rapper, or at least they have that image to you.
Right.
And you pregnant and you still doing all the rapper thing. I don't think it's ever happened.
She
to be fully pregnant,
really real.
Noticeably pregnant.
She's real.
She's all the way authentic.
Yeah, she's authentic. She is an authentic rapper, like hood chick.
That St. Louis shit.
Because
it's bitches like that everywhere,
but nothing is going to. I'm talking about where she's at in her position.
Yeah,
because she's just. This is like, who does that? Who stays pregnant in front of people and still do it? Like, you never lose a step.
And she wasn't she just on a what was it on top of a pool table and she's like twerking and stuff.
Yeah, and her shows be sold out.
Yeah,
niggas is paying $200-$300 to get in.
See a pregnant
and to see a pregnant chick be on stage like this.
Right.
Shaking the butt.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And she can't even really move as much as she wants.
It's pure shock value. Nobody has any integrity anymore.
She need to chill.
So they like, and then you she can't really do as much like she normally would because she got the baby. She's starting to show. I mean, what she's showing. So what she's been doing is like she'll bring out like celebrity guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she brought out Kodak Black, or she'll bring out, Krishan Rock, or she'll bring out like these other people, like to keep it, like to let them take the show.
Right. She hot right now, so she can do it.
She can make it. Damn.
Yeah, let them take the show so you can just go ahead and keep it moving.
That's crazy.
And then she get through the show like, my feet hurt.
I just made it.
My shit is swollen.
My feet hurt.
I'm craving pineapples.
Yeah, my feet hurt.
Okay, she's pregnant. Like she's all the way pregnant, and it just doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah. So
it's a breakdown of society, man. I usually don't say it, but
it's a breakdown.
This is unprecedented. It's unprecedented.
Yeah, unprecedented.
Ligature.
So
that's crazy.
What was that last one we had?
T.I. and his young boy.
We all know, but it was everybody pretty much.
Everybody know what happened.
Yeah, everybody got a breakdown on that one though. But that one is like,
I mean,
he's a spoiled brat.
He's definitely a spoiled brat. You know what? What's crazy? It amazes me how kids who don't have to have that experience want that experience.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to be hood. You don't have to tote a gun. You don't have to be a thug, but you choose to because, I guess that's what the life your father lived, or, you want to live the legacy of,
It's your badge of honor.
It's your badge, yeah.
Like meaning, okay, your badge of honor is being from the ghetto.
Right.
Look at there's rappers before King that done it. Like,
right.
How Lil Wayne get famous and then become a blood?
Right.
Like, come on, man. Like,
nigga been rapping since he was 5.
Yeah, rapping since you 5 years old. Then you get famous.
It's only so much gangster shit you've been doing.
Right. And then you become a blood.
But you know what? You've been touring since you was 16.
I'll give you another one. Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy gets famous, gets money, and becomes rich, but he's in Compton.
Chris Brown.
Trying to be a blood.
Chris Brown is a blood.
Yeah, Chris Brown. Come on, man.
It's because, you know what I mean, low key, we like we have to be hard. You know what I mean? As black men.
But why does being hard mean you have to be a criminal?
I don't think it necessarily has to do with you being a criminal.
Or be from a.
I think it's just to
certain
show.
neighborhood.
I think it's just to show that you're not a punk.
Yeah.
It's like so dumb though, man.
Because you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Growing up in Mount Airy, right? Some of the brothers in Mount Airy were more hardcore than some of the brothers in West
They felt
Philly.
like they had to be.
You know what I mean? Like you know, it was some brothers that I knew that you know, because I got family, you know what I mean, that live in West that were more chill than people that lived in Mount Airy. You know what I mean?
Historically nicer.
My homie Khalil was the
Wake up.
right. My homie Khalil, he was known as a he stole cars, and he was well known. Like all the cops, I remember they used to pull up and be like, "Where Khalil at?" Like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, and we living in Mount Airy. He had, you know what I mean? Parents living home with both parents. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, damn, like some of the brothers that I knew in Mount Airy were more hardcore than some of the brothers that I knew from West. You know what I mean? From
Yeah,
North.
because those niggas in Mount Airy, like you saying, will smoke you.
Yeah.
Because they got something to prove.
Kind.
Because they become dangerous niggas, like because they got something to prove.
They got something
like,
to prove.
King wants the clout of being, because remember, like they're celebrity kids,
Right.
Like Puff Daddy's son.
Good night.
Justin and what's the other one? I don't know. Sean.
Yeah.
And then they got, you know, it's a bunch of kids who are the children of celebrities,
Right.
and I think it, like deep down they want to get out of their parents' shadow,
Right.
and they want to create something for themselves.
And you know what? Sometimes it's the parents too. You know what I mean? Because you know, you raise your child up in the suburbs, and now your child is talking like the suburbs, and you don't want the child to talk like, you want them to have a little bit of hood in them, a little, because you fear that, you know,
because it's still a cultural.
You know,
difference.
eventually you're going to be back with the hood.
And check this out.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of like.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one too.
that.
You know, like let's go back into the mind of a child, right? A young teenager. Okay, so he's in like I'm using King's words. He's behind the gate.
Right.
He's in a gated community behind a gate on a property that has, you know, acres of land, and he's like, in his words, he's nothing to do.
Right.
It's him and his family.
Right. It's just him and his family. He can't do anything. Right. But then he goes to this auntie's house.
It's cracking on the block.
Yeah. He go to auntie crib, and then, you know, auntie, he's out front with his cousin, you know,
His cousin
Ron and them. What you say?
Yeah, I guess let's think it's people.
Right.
Yeah.
And they lit.
You live,
You know, they out all night. They got, you know, the street lights is out. They got women out there. They got, you know, they got weed out there.
Exciting.
Yeah.
They're having a great time. They might go to the club. You know what I'm saying? A young person's club, 18. You know what I'm just saying? Like in his age range.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, you know, this is great. And then look, and then when he leaves there, he goes back behind the gate.
Right.
Go somewhere. You know, I think.
But you know what? You
right. He wants to go over there to Buckhead.
Listen.
He want to go over there.
Fun.
Right, because it's fun.
It's fun when
I know too much about this.
When you ain't nobody, you ain't beefing with nobody. It's
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody want to kill you.
No, I surely can attest, because like I said, like I remember when I used to go and hang out with my cousins, you know what I mean? And we used to have all types of fun, and you know, they knew everybody in the hood, you know what I'm saying? We ain't had no problem. I could go all over the place. And the amount of you know, you just like, you go around, you knew everybody. And then I come back to Uptown, and it's just like, nigga, you know where I was at, nigga?
Check this out, though.
You know I was at the foot,
nigga. Let me drop this on you too. Okay, now King is around the brothers that's in the hood, right?
Right.
So you know, and he's probably smoking weed with brothers and chilling, right?
Come.
So he's like, they're like, man, we ain't got no more weed. He like, what? Look, man, hold on.
Yep.
Let me call my dad.
He put that black card out.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Right.
Yep.
So he's like,
Go ahead.
let me call my dad. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Yo, dad, I need a couple $100. Okay, where you? You know, I'm gonna send it to you to your jail or whatever. Boom. Now he got his money. Now he becomes the top nigga.
Yeah.
Amongst the brothers who were broker, because they're broker than him.
Right.
So he turns into the dude who's like the leader.
But you know what's crazy about that too? You know what? They don't like that. They see that and they like, look at this dude. You know what I mean? He could just easily go to his dad and get some bread. Yeah. I ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? So eventually that's going to turn into somebody wanting to
extort you.
Yeah. And guess who knows
that? But not exactly all in every situation.
No, not.
He might have people around him who actually really love him.
That's true. You know that's true. But then and then sometimes like I know everybody's seen that clip where Meek Mills is in the mall and he's sitting, he got all that bread and he just peeling like this, and all the bulls that's around him is just looking like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, like, even though they might not come out front and be like, no, I'm going to rob this dude, or I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna find a way to get to his bread.
They want that money.
They want that bread.
One way or the other, they want it.
You know what I mean? And they find subtle ways to say it, like, yeah, man, you know what I mean?
That's why they're there, because they figure out I can get a job, I can get something some way and get position to get some money.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'll say though?
But the person that's giving you that bread, that father that's giving you that bread, he knows it, and he's trying to tell you, but
these niggas only fuck with you.
Right. But that nigga King though,
that nigga King, he on some other shit.
He's like, I stand on business.
He stand on business. Stand on shit.
He's right. That nigga will smoke a nigga.
Yeah, he definitely will.
I think
he's more dangerous.
He's under enough pressure. Yeah,
right.
He's more dangerous.
What you say, Cat?
He's under enough pressure. Right. You say he got something to prove.
Yeah, he'll smoke a nigga.
Hell yeah.
The nigga from Bankhead ain't got nothing to prove.
I've seen it.
But exactly.
The nigga that that from his grandma way, he ain't got nothing to prove.
He ain't got nothing to prove.
King got something.
I've seen.
That's why he fought his daddy.
I've seen. Try to play him.
I've seen. Listen,
he's gonna smoke you.
I listen, man. This is gonna sound crazy.
And go to prison.
I knew a white boy that was more crazier than the craziest boy I seen in the hood.
It's not hard to believe.
Right. I see, like, and he had everything. He had everything. He didn't need to do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was more crazier than the craziest boy I knew.
Because he had a point to prove.
Because again, like kind of a concert. So like if I may.
But that's what we all talking about right now. We're talking about that. Because he has something to prove, he's more dangerous. Because
way more dangerous,
right? Because he'll smoke you and go to prison just to say
he went to prison,
right? For smoking,
just to say, and will gladly do it,
right?
Man, listen, man.
I think too.
I got some homies that's listen.
So T.I. and them, they're fighting him because they're like, no, you just a kid, you did blah 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 blah. But that's going in one ear and out the other because in his mind, he wants to be validated by his peers.
Right.
And the only way that he could do that in the world that he's trying to be in is by being who he didn't get raised up to be.
Right.
And that's just the nigga from the hood.
Right.
And that's what he want to do.
I think the problem is that I don't really blame him for his mindset. Because really we all created that mindset. Mm-hmm. Like we all push it, even though we don't necessarily realize it. Like we all say, it's like we at the same time. It's like you hearing two opposite things. You hearing leave the hood, get money, be responsible, make good choices, stay out of prison, don't sell drugs, don't be in a gang. You hear that, but at the same exact time you're hearing that's a real nigga.
Right.
He did 25 years. Don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
He get all the bitches. He get all the bitches because he sell the weed.
Right.
At the same time, we're hearing, the obvious positive thing that we should all do, which is avoid prison and jail and avoid the hood and avoid dangerous places. But at the same time, we see people getting praised and acknowledged and becoming rich and famous because they have they at least put on the image of being some infamous street nigga.
Yeah, the street credibility.
And so it's like he ain't the only one. Like I think if you grew up in America as a black man, especially if you didn't grow up in the streets. It's like you're hearing two exact things, two completely different things at the same time, which is do the right thing and that's a smart thing to do. But at the same time, if you do the wrong thing, we'll all still love you.
Right.
Because T.I. allegedly did the wrong thing, or at least he portrayed that image. And look at him. That's the rubber band man.
Listen,
that's the rubber band man, and he look at now he T.I.
I mean, didn't what?
He wasn't cul-de-sac Jimmy.
Right.
He wasn't cul-de-sac Jimmy. He was fucking the rubber band man.
Cul-de-sac Jimmy.
And now look at him. Now
right.
Look at him.
Right.
So why the fuck would King not want to be
exactly
go to fucking Bankhead?
You know, it's crazy because wasn't he saying something like, I know you ain't really like that, and it's just like I'm trying to.
See, I said that about
King said that about his dad. Like, you know, I know you ain't really about that. You know what
I'm saying? At least trying to train that, because I heard that shit about T.I. that he's not as, you know,
right.
Gangster.
But then, well, then
allegedly,
you heard what just recently happened.
Whatever.
Well, evidently, a club had put out a flyer.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
See, okay,
yeah,
okay,
but he still showed up though.
He did.
Why would he even show up?
I mean,
remember the money gets you the power. You know what I mean? Remember they broke it all down. The money, you get the money, then you get the power.
Yeah, once you got the money, you can afford to go to the club and cuss everybody out.
Right.
Regardless of who you were before, you know.
Did you see that? Did you guys see the movie, the show? Not the show, but the video where they said the dude was talking about how Puff had Wale over the balcony.
What?
Yeah, Puff had his he was breaking down the story. This actually was in the,
why did he do that?
Because Wale was messing with Cassie. Like he was
Wale?
Yeah, Wale was doing.
Yeah, he was fucking with Cassie like that.
You said my office hours are from.
He was talking to her. And
no, I'm saying, did he really love her like that?
Yeah, like to where the brother was telling the story, and he was saying that he was like, "Yo, when we went and looked, they had it was in the actual." What's that word called? The complaint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The motion.
Like when it gave, because it was like the person that he was hanging over the balcony with his bodyguards was Wale.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I heard other thing about what's the nigga name? Kid Cudi.
Then he blew up the car.
Yeah, Kid Cudi. Yeah, Kid Cudi. He was in there too. Yeah, not in there in the room, but yeah. He was in that.
That was another scenario where he was trying to talk. Because nobody talked to this Cassie bitch.
Yeah.
She couldn't move over shit.
Damn.
But they he was trying to talk to her and then blew the fucking car up.
Blew the damn car up.
Yeah, like but Puff has power,
right?
Because he got niggas who he can pay that is about that life,
right?
So yeah, like getting back to T.I. So yeah, T.I. he can push a button on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He can push a button on you, but King wants to do that too, but he doesn't.
He hasn't built up enough.
Okay, let me give you an example, right? Real quick. You got King, right? King knows that his father, who his father is, right? His father's a world-renowned rapper,
rubber band man,
and everybody knows. And I'm wait till I give y'all the example of my comparison. Y'all gonna be like, damn. So you got King, right?
Right.
He's trying to get out of his father's footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to be super gangster.
No
different than who?
In his own right.
Jay Prince. Jay Prince Jr.
Jay Prince Jr. feel like Jay Prince Jr. He gives me the idea that he actually is a gangster.
Mm-hmm.
That like he does it in a way where he's so cool about it. Mm-hmm. I actually believe whatever he's trying to tell me.
Right. But remember, what's the thing that's always on him? The stigma that's always on him.
His father.
Right. You just doing this because your dad is the only reason this is all going on. It's your dad. And yeah, he's real. He's a real nigga. He'll clap you or whatever, but he's going to be extra with it because he wants to get out of his father's footsteps and he wants to be Junior. Like, I'm the nigga now. Like, I'm a better version of my dad. I'm the new version of my dad. I'm not him anymore. You know what I mean? And like the society is always going to say, you just walking in your dad's footsteps. You just Junior. You ain't no real nigga. You just there. You grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth. So Junior is going to be mob ties. He's going to be the most gangsterous gangster nigga that you could ever meet in Houston because he wants to shake that stigma of that he's just riding off of his father's name. And I think that King is no different than that. King just wants he'll do whatever it takes not to just be in T.I.'s footsteps.
Okay.
And his mom is what? Escape.
T.I., yeah. I mean,
don't forget about Tiny. His mom is from one of the...
you can't forget it. He looked just like her.
Platinum groups. You know what I mean? Platinum groups of all time. One of the best women groups of all time was Escape.
Right.
So he's trying to get out of that. he want the money, he want the fame, he want all that, but he just don't want to have it attached to
T.I.
But my thing is
On
like
the fact that he grew up good.
Right.
T.I.'s
So he wants to put out his own album. He wants to.
But you can't put out an album you talking about you a thug when you
you gotta tell me who you really are.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Sing about being freaking
because he got another son.
He got two others
that put out and makes music.
That's not bad actually.
That's good music from the little bit I heard. But it's like you can tell if anybody succeeded, it'll be them because it's believable.
Right.
You know, some nigga rapping about some bitches or
right.
Nigga rapping about
I'm telling you, King is gonna be there.
Zodiac Signs or something
with YNW Melly and all the rest of the niggas, all the rest of the niggas that came before.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, he gonna be there. King is gonna be
the wrong nigga gonna try one day.
Yeah,
he gonna prove a point.
Yeah, he gonna prove a point that I'm real, and I'm a nigga. And King is gonna be in jail for. I wouldn't be surprised.
That giant mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
He gonna bite the nigga head off.
Is those veneers?
Oh,
you're right. That's what's gonna happen. It's
big
gonna
ass
happen.
face nigga.
And it all comes because of his upbringing, man. You know, a lot of those parents like that, they try to be friends with their children.
Yo, you bring up a heavy point because wasn't he like smoking weed with his son and everything, and just like kind of like hanging with his son?
You telling your dad, you telling your son, go to school and get your education. Then you go to the music video. Yeah, had the bricks down there by a bankhead. Like, come on now. You can't tell him. Yeah, stay in school and get good grades and stay in the cul-de-sac and then go to the video shoot.
Nah.
And talk about all these bricks you had. And
or get a young.
All these niggas you got killed. Like, you can't do that.
You fantasizing. You giving them fantasies and reality.
It's like when people say what parents used to say back in the day. Do as I say,
but don't
not
do
as I do.
Yeah, do as I say, but not as I do. That's the dumbest shit ever.
Right.
That's not how it works. Kids are gonna do what you do.
Right.
They're not barely even gonna listen to what you say. Nobody listens to parents, but you do pay attention to what they actually do. Mm-hmm. That's what actually matters more. That's the dumbest piece of advice parents ever
do as I say and not as I do. I'm glad my partner never said no shit like that.
Kids don't work like that. Kids are not even going to listen. What the fuck you listen to what your parents say?
You just want to lie.
That shit went one ear out the other.
Yeah,
what you actually took in from your parents,
right, is what you do.
Is not what they said. That's when you start. What they said to you is something that you start to realize later in life. Typically,
actually, you know what
you actually become is what you see.
Right.
That's what really matters.
Right.
If you want your kid to be a nigga that is in the cul-de-sac and reading a book,
right?
Be that, but don't be the rubber band man.
Right?
Expect him to want to be something different.
Why would I do as you say and you're not giving an example?
Exactly. You gotta have a high moral conduct if that's what you want from your kids.
And that's it.
Right.
Man, that's heavy.
And they really
I ain't got nothing.
Like they want the best for King. They you can hear his
I'm
mom.
sure they do, but it's like too late. Like it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, because he's already like a young man.
He's always a used Reebok face looking man.
He's gonna do what he want to do at this point. It's too late.
Yeah. And then so right now all they can do is just hope for the best. Yeah. And then hope that he don't do nothing that
hope you understand. Hope you understand.
Well, that's what it took, and it looks like it got to the point where that's why I had to lay the hands on the boy.
You see, he went viral for it.
Can't do nothing with it.
You see, he went viral for it that first time because he was in there trying to stun on the Waffle House workers.
Good night.
Remember, he was trying to stun on like what? I stand on business. Y'all don't know who I am. What? I'll get the K's and I'll call some niggas out here. What? And then remember that was the week went viral for a while back.
And another thing is too. He might have just hurt. A nigga might hurt him.
Yeah,
because he fucking doing all that talking.
And then he got crash dummies. Crash dummies who's around him, right? Yeah. Who's around him because of his father's fame,
right?
So he got young crash dummies who's probably around him that will smoke you too.
They're trying to get a record deal.
Yeah, they're trying to get a record deal. But they're like, well, I'm around T.I.'s son, and the only way that this keeps going is if I'm willing to do what I got to do whenever I'm called. Right. So if he's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Grab the shit and come on. Nigga's gonna be like,
yeah, I'm gonna grab that shit.
No sweat, King. I got you.
Yeah, King. Who was that? Was it the general say he already messed up by calling him King?
Yeah. You gotta give him too much self-esteem. You gotta get way too much self-esteem by giving him the name.
He gave him the name King. Like, forget about it.
Yeah, of course, he wanted his waffles made before he was getting the door. Of course he coming out the way. Of course he
You don't know
coming
my
out the way.
name? My name is King.
Yeah, because
Your face look like a queen.
Yeah, because they do that. And he's very
He's like a fucking-
he's very peculiar
Like
looking.
an animal.
He's a
He look
peculiar.
like a human being.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like a
very
fucking
peculiar.
character off of something.
He look like a Muppet.
He got a strong face. A strong
His
face.
when he open his mouth, his shit go here.
Yeah, it's like strong features. Like,
wait till they- wait till they-
the devil.
Oh, wait till they
Like
get a
a
load of me
demon,
face
a
looking
demon.
at.
He look like something that crawl about a sewer or something.
Yeah, he's a very
I'm trying
strange.
to tell you
He's
that.
a weird looking motherfucker.
Hey,
Yeah.
Especially when he open his mouth. He look weird.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Very,
man.
very
And he
strange.
like it's wide though. It's
Like,
Like,
like, he doesn't look like anybody else.
look at that.
Nobody looks like him.
Looks like a
looks him.
Langolier.
No, I mean, I don't want to, like rag on the brother, but he just doesn't.
I
Look
wanna
like
rag.
anybody else.
I usually wouldn't either. I usually wouldn't talk about somebody.
I'm a
look.
ragger.
But that
I'll
nigga
talk
look
about it.
weird, bro. He doesn't look normal. He look weird as hell. Why you look like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and stand on business. All right,
yeah. It's
All
like,
right, nigga biting on business.
all right, for real. Is
It's
them,
like-
is them veneers though?
I think so.
I think they
Yeah.
is.
I'm looking at the picture of them right now. I think
Night.
that's
it's like like you have a baby, and then like the baby is like a product of like when my daughter, like, when I was with my daughter's mother, we were like in love at the time.
Yeah,
Whatever the hell that means, but we were in love at the time, and then my daughter was born out of that. But then it's like, with this King brother, I don't know what the hell was going on in y'all relationship.
They was like I know what they wanted to instill self-esteem
Like
into
that.
them and wanted them to be loving so.
That's-
Like, you know
Now
what?
he loves
was a
himself
weird,
too. Now he
weird
loves himself
kid?
too much.
Will Smith,
yeah.
his kids look crazy, man.
Listen, man.
God damn.
Listen, man. That Will Smith character. You know what's crazy about the whole Will Smith situation? It started off like, oh, Jada Pinkett, she ain't shit and all this other blah blah blah. Now the whole thing that they're doing now is like, well, Will is doing a lot of suspect stuff, so that's the reason why she acting the way she acted.
Yeah, Dwayne Martin. They said
Now-
Dwayne
yeah.
Martin was up in there getting it on.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what? Here's the crazy part. That was an old rumor that was going on for so long, right? That when they did the Husbands of Hollywood,
Another son named Messiah.
they started bringing
Who's
that
that?
up again.
He got another son named Messiah.
Who?
TR.
Yeah. Both his sons look like him though.
The other two.
Oh, King.
Not King. But the
T.I.
other two. He got two other sons.
King
that
look
look
like his
other
mom.
sons.
He look like his mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got two other sons that look just like.
Look just like Ti. You know what I'm saying? But that whole situation with Will Smith and everything, they start showing clips of him grabbing that Carlton's junk. You know what I'm saying? And the whole situation with Dwayne Martin and everything, and even made a little kind of joke about that on the show and everything like that. And now they're trying to make it like it's okay for Jada to be the way she is because this dude has been doing a whole lot of suspect stuff.
America.
You know what I mean? Like that's how it is. It's like it flip flops. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't give a damn. Man,
Right, they
for real.
they try to make it look like it's so much of a bad thing in America if it comes out that Will Smith is gay. It's like, okay,
like they're gonna change.
yeah, like
You know what's going to do if it comes out?
he's gonna get movies.
He's going to get more famous.
right. It's like, okay, Will Smith is gay. They've been saying
Yep.
Puff Daddy's been gay for years.
For the longest
for the
time.
longest time. Oh, Puff's gay. Puff's gay.
Now
has it stopped anything? No. So who the hell?
They
cares?
still sending the royalty.
they showing all the videos and now Puff is he's sitting there. He at the club like this, like,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
man,
That's
please,
all-
man.
that's
Puff,
all
just come on out,
propaganda.
man. Puff, just say, listen, I'm gay. Yes, I did that to Cassie. I was watching her getting her dooney smashed. So
Right.
what?
Yeah.
I did it to Mace. You know what I
Right.
mean? That was my dildo in his fridge.
Right.
You know
So
what I
it's
mean?
like-
Just
so
come
it's
on
like-
out and say it.
After that, it's like, okay.
All right. Well, we that's what we thought.
Yeah. So
All
yeah,
right.
man. All right, man. Yeah, we're gonna go and get up out of here, man. Shout out to the map cartographer. Shout out to Dwayne Davis. Shout out to everybody, man, who's rocking out. 15 people in here. Damn,
Yeah,
where was
15.
all that earlier? Omar Muhammad. All right, keeping it real with Lefty. Barack Manah.
Yeah.
Be hard. All right, let's go. Ricari, y'all, man. Tazalaya, always in the building, man. Award. So shout out to everybody.
Oh,
Man. We're going to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, make sure y'all check out next week. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If y'all
For sure, man.
got some topics that y'all really want us to talk about, then drop them down in the comments, all right?
Yeah, man. Let us know, man. And listen, man, we still in the construction. Rude Speech is definitely back. We're gonna be putting some more stuff out here. You know what I mean? Y'all stay tuned and y'all keep subscribing to the channel. You know what I mean? Tell your peoples, tell everybody, make sure y'all check us out, tune in. hey man, call in. You know what I mean? Call in. You know what I mean? Make the show, warranty. If you got any questions, if you need some relationship advice, we got good advice.
Yeah.
Over here, you know what I'm saying? We got all that information here, man. So you got Captain Aria up in here, you got Captain Tazayawan up in here. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, man, you know what I mean? This is a good place to be to get some good information. And we give it to you rough, rugged, and raw. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. We out of here, man. That was a long outro.
Nigga said rough, rugged, and raw.
Rough, rugged, and raw.
All right, y'all, man.
Really raw.
All right. He said, have a blessed day.
Somebody said, have a blessed day.
He's a nice wholesome man, ain't he?